Okay, have a why. So we went over this in another lesson briefly. I've said this before. Some of you are maybe passionate about trading. That might be your why. You love trading. You love everything about it. You love the charts. If that is you, then awesome, cool. That could be your why. You just love this. Therefore, you love the entire process of it. That could be your why. For me, that wasn't the case. I mean, like a lot of beginners, of course, when I first started trading, I was pumped up. I loved it. But that's more of the honeymoon phase than really being passionate. After a while, it just kind of, it's the same boring process day in, day out. It's not something I can say I'm passionate about, but I mean, it's complete, but trading has completely changed my life. It's brought me financial freedom. I no longer have to work a day in my life. I could retire right now, just, sit on the beach for the rest of my life if I wanted to. Like, that's the type of freedom that trading has brought me. And it's possible to bring all of you watching this. Okay. So have a why. Again, my why was I just couldn't do the regular clock in, go to work, come back, sleep, repeat process day in, day out. I did not like my job. I didn't like it at all. The best way that I could describe it was just so killing. I hated every second of it. And I just knew that couldn't be the rest of my life. And I knew if I had to do that the rest of my life, some people say I'm being dramatic when I say this, but I'm telling you, bullet in my head. I would put a bullet in my head. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the regular, I can't do the regular life. I just couldn't do it. I had to be financially free. I had to trade full time. There was no plan B for me. There was nothing else. This was what I wanted to do. This is what I'm going to do. And I did it. And all of you can do it as well, because I'm nothing special. Believe that. I ain't nothing special for sure. All right. I didn't come from money, no higher education. I don't say this to put myself down. It's just the truth. I've always been like a slower learner. It takes me a lot longer to get things than other people. Like, there's not one thing you can name about me where I had an edge over other people and, reaching this point. What I did was everything I'm telling you in this series, everything that I've told you thus far. What I did was I gave my all. I gave everything I had, plus more. And that's what you got to do as well if you want to make this a career. If you don't give everything you got, you're not going to make it. We've all heard the statistic, guys. 90% of traders lose money. So if 90% of traders lose money, you got to be doing what 90% of people ain't doing. And here's something I can guarantee you. 90% of the traders ain't doing all the stuff that I've outlined in this series. They ain't doing it. They're doing the same thing everybody else does, guys. You know what 90% of traders do. They only focus on the technicals. They're hopping from strategy to strategy, looking for that holy grail. They see the, shiny YouTube thumbnails. They click on one, boom. They see another one. They click on another. They're always looking for that next shiny thing, that new strategy that's going to change everything for them. And they're just going to start trading it, become rich, and it's game over. And people they stay in this hamster wheel of looking for this stuff, not realizing that strategy is important. You need an edge, which I've given in the technical analysis section. You need an edge, but it's a small part of trading, actually. The bigger part of trading is the psychology and risk management. And that's why we're putting a lot of focus on it, because I understand if you don't get the psychology under control, there's nothing's going to work for you. So have a why. That was my why. I didn't like my job. This was the only way for me. And that pain, that fear of working that regular job or working that job the rest of my life, that gave me my why when things got tough. Whenever I was feeling discouraged, when I started breaking my rules again, that gave me my why, and it allowed me to get back on the horse. It allowed me to, get back on course, to stay focused. Because if I didn't get focused, well, I knew the result, and the result terrified me. And it made me get back on course, stay focused on the mission again. That was mine. You got to know yours. Why did you get into trading? What's your reason? Whatever that reason is, here's what I want you to do. In the notepad of your phone, I want you to write down my why. I want you to write that down in the notepad of your phone or on your computer, put it as your wallpaper, do something. And I want you to put down the reason you do this. What is your why? Why did you get into trading? What do you want to accomplish through this? What's your dream that you want to accomplish through trading? And I want you to put that down. Every single morning, I want you to look at it. I just want you to look at it once. Every single morning, right when you get up, I want you to look at it. You're reminded coming into the trading day, that is your why. That is why you do this. Also, what I want you to do is this. Have it around you when you're trading. Maybe your family is your why. You want to provide more for your family. Have a picture of your kids by your desk. Have a picture of your wife by your desk, your girlfriend by your desk, your boyfriend by your desk, put a picture of your boss by your desk, right? If maybe you don't like your boss, put a picture of your boss by your desk. So that should drive you. If you don't like your boss and you have them by your desk, like print out a picture of them, put them by your desk. And each time you break your rules, I want you to look at that. I want you to look at it and you're like right there in front of you again. Just like we have that data in front of us to help us stay disciplined, to give us confidence, you're going to have those reminders, those whys right in front of you. You're going to look at your phone every morning. We've already established, like your notepad or whatever, but also I want you to decorate your environment of where you work. Okay. I mean, do what you can. Maybe some of you, you're doing this from your phone and you're not at like a desk that you can do this. Put it as like your wallpaper on your phone. I mean, do something. You want that reminder. Okay. It's also going to help. It's going to help you stay disciplined. Maybe put up a picture of your workplace, of your job place, the building, put it up on your desk. Maybe you want to travel the world. Put a picture of the places that you want to travel, like your dream places that you want to travel. Put it on your desk or put it on your phone, wallpaper. Maybe you want the cars. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not something that personally drove me, but I don't judge. We all driven by different things. Maybe you want the Lamborghini. Maybe you want the Rolex watches. Maybe you want that lavish lifestyle. Have it in front of you. Have pictures in front of you reminding you. Because guess what? Whenever you do fall down, which it's going to happen, so prepare for it. Whenever you do fall down, whenever you do feel discouraged, right there in front of you, you're reminded why you started. Right there in front of you. Also, whenever you think about breaking your rules and you become mindful of whenever that emotion is popping up, because I've given you exercises on how to go about doing that and how to start to do that, you're going to become mindful when those emotions pop up, and then you're going to look up, and you know what you're going to see? You're going to see your why. You're going to become mindful. You're going to take control, and then you're going to look at your environment. You're going to look at the pictures that are in front of you. You're going to look at your wallpaper, whatever it may be. You're going to take control. You're going to look. You're going to be reminded. You're going to take the proper action. That's what you're going to do. So what have we concluded in this series? What are the actions that you're going to take? Well, you need to, again, get that notepad out, and I want you to write down your why, and I want you to look at it. First thing you wake up in the morning, I want you to look at it. I got into trading because, or why did I get into trading? I got into trading because, whatever it may be, write it down. Look at it every morning consistently. Your workstation, decorate it. Put a picture up or make your wallpaper of what drives you. Put pictures up, do whatever you want to do with it. Add your own style, whatever you want to do with it. I've said this before. I think you need passion to succeed. I firmly believe you need passion to succeed, but that passion, it comes from different places. People say you need passion for trading to succeed. That's not true at all. You don't need passion for trading. If you do, more power to you. All right. That's great. If you actually have a passion for it and that passion lasts over a long time. A lot of people that say they're passionate about trading, though, truth is, you're probably not passionate about trading. You're probably just new. I'm not saying that it's just the truth, because basically it's like a honeymoon phase. Like everything is new, and everything's new and fresh. It's just, everything's exciting. Like you see all the possibilities this can bring you, all the new strategies, all the stuff you're learning. And that's really what I think a lot of people mistake trading passion for. It's just a honeymoon phase, because I was there as well. And I'm sure basically everybody that's watching this was there as well, or are there right now. But that's not really passion. Because once you get a process, like once you get like a trading strategy and you're doing the same boring process day in, day out, there's not really much exciting about it. Like I can't say, it's just not a passionate process, I guess you could say. It's very boring. Trading is very boring. So I don't get into trading, and I don't do trading because I love it. I do trading, and I got into trading because it allows me to do what I love outside of trading. Again, I wanted to escape the rat race. I couldn't imagine working a regular job the rest of my life. I just wanted to live on my own terms. I wanted to travel the world. All that drove me. And that's what I get to do now, and I love doing it. I love waking up in the morning knowing I don't got to clock in. I don't got a boss. I love waking up in the morning knowing I got enough money where I never have to worry about money again. And that's really the best thing about money to me, is not having to think about money. That's the absolute best thing about it. Like, I don't have financial worries anymore. That was a dream for me. Being able to travel the world, see new places, meet new people. Like that's why I got into trading. Trading's boring. Fine. I can stand trading being boring for, maybe a few hours out of my day. Like I can stand tracking my data, doing the boring data. I can stand doing all that. Okay, because it's on me. I still got no boss. I still don't got to clock in. I'm fine with that boring work that comes with trading, because it allows me to do what I love. That's why I do it. But if you're passionate, if you're truly passionate, great. That could be your why. You just love the charts. And yeah, so like whenever you break those rules, you think about breaking those rules, that's going to give you so much power. Just by looking at those reminders, it's going to give you so much power to take control and to make the right decisions. That's the process. You become mindful. You realize what is happening. You realize that those destructive thoughts are starting to infiltrate. They're starting to try to get you to go off course, because a lot of you are like, you're like in a pattern. You're like in a pattern of this destructive trading. It's become a pattern for you because you've been doing it for so long, and you got to break that pattern. And you break that pattern by becoming mindful of whenever it is trying to take control of you. You become mindful, you break it, you catch it in its track, you call it out, you call out those thoughts in action. All right. Look at your environment. Look at your why. Look at the pictures that are at your desk. Look at your wallpaper. You're reminded why you do this. That should give you enough power at that point to make the correct decision and follow your plan. And you do that consistently, guys. It takes like a month. It takes about a month to form a new habit. If you could just do it a month, you can do this, because it's going to be extremely difficult at first. Extremely difficult. But if you can do it a month consistently, taking the proper actions, after a month, it should get much easier, because now you're essentially rewiring yourself at that point, because you're building new patterns. You're acting in a different way. You're taking different actions, and you've been doing it consistently over a month. It becomes easier because you have that pattern built in now. Just like brushing your teeth, just like you go brush your teeth, you go take a shower, it's a pattern. It's part of your day. This is a part of your day. You execute. You're a professional. You act like a professional, because that's what you do. That's what's going to bring you your results that you want. That's what's going to let you leave that job. That's what's going to let you provide more for your family. That's whatever you desire. Acting like the professional, acting like following your rules on a consistent basis, that is what's going to allow you to do that. It's just something you do. Like, it doesn't take as much willpower to act in that way anymore, because you've just been doing it for so long. It's a part of you. But the beginning, it's going to be extremely difficult. You need to do everything in your power. You need to do everything that I've talked about thus far in this series. Everything. Give it your all. Give it 110%, like your life depends on it, because it does. Because your goals are right there, and you got to decide what's more important for you. What's more important for you? Your goals, whatever they may be, your why, or the short-term hit of dopamine that you get from gambling and breaking your rules. You got to make that decision. I can't make that decision for you. I'm giving you a framework, and I'm giving you something to follow. That's all I can do at the end of the day. I can tell you what I do and what helps me and what's got me to this point that helps me execute like a professional on a consistent basis. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you the keys right now. I'm giving it to you. Like, I'm telling you it all. I'm giving you the secrets right here, but I can't make you do it. And it's going to take a lot of effort. Change is very difficult. Change is very hard, but it's necessary, and you got to do it. You can't keep doing the same stuff and expect a different result. That's insanity. That's the definition of insanity. You got to do something different. And I'll tell you this right now. Like I said, I guarantee 90%. I'm going to say over 90%. Over 90% of the traders, they're not doing even a tenth of what I've mentioned in these psychology lessons. They're not doing any of that. They're not even doing a tenth of it. And if you do this, if you follow this, and you really take this seriously, I firmly believe 6 months from now, a year from now, you may just be unrecognizable in like a completely different space. But you got to put in the work. Have those notes. Decorate your environment. Have that why in front of you reminded you. So when it gets hard, when you're thinking about breaking your rules, you remember, that's why I do it.